to our beloved Hempfest family, and welcome to the Hemposium stage, everyone. We want to thank Yvonne and Stacy and the Hempfest crew. Mickey and I have come to Seattle to participate in this event like a pilgrimage almost every year since 1994. It feels like a sacred moment that we share with the crowds on the grounds, especially at 420 when we are lighting up on one of the stages along with everybody out in the audience. We miss, honor, and celebrate our community. The stage presents panels that speak to the qualities of industrial hemp, the benefits of medical marijuana, and the social and political issues that aggregate around the cannabis plant. We share knowledge and we seek truth. Today, at the start of the virtual Hemp Fest of 2020, we have been kindly invited to offer a blessing to the Hemposium stage and extol the spirit of cannabis. This plant brings gifts that touch us from within when we feel its connection. Those of us who know its spirit and honor and power honor it with high honor as we honor one another with high honor. Mickey?
Welcome, Hempfest family. I'm going to be using the feminine pronouns in referring to cannabis as her spirit is embodied in the female flower. Many cannabis consumers believe that cannabis has provided us with a great spiritual benefit. We believe that cannabis makes us feel more connected to ourselves, to others, to nature, to the universe. She heightens our senses and brings a greater appreciation of music and the arts, of food, of sensuality. She eases our pains and physical ailments, calms our anxieties, and brings relief to our suffering. She opens our minds to higher creativity and helps us think in new ways to address our problems. She inspires us to make art and music, to write, to come up with great insights and ideas, to create more healthful ways of being in the world, and to change the world. She compels us to be compassionate and empathetic, and to work for social justice and to free the prisoners, to save the environment and the planet. She brings us joy, helps us laugh and have fun and relax, and to find meaning in our lives and the world around us. Cannabis has been around a long time. We have co-evolved together over many millennia. The connection between us and the cannabis plant are long and on many levels. We have chosen each other and developed a mutual benefit kind of relationship to help sustain each other. We have come a long way together, and now cannabis is deemed essential to our health and well-being in these days of a worldwide pandemic. The spirit and light of cannabis are strong and growing, and as more and more people get to know her and appreciate her many gifts, they are coming to love her and want to work with her or for her. Majorities now want her to be legal and available, to be able to grow our own medicine or sacrament in our gardens and share our bounty, to be able to smoke, vape, or otherwise consume or use her to make our lives better and make us better people. People know that cannabis can help the economy and create jobs. We can now build housing with hempcrete that can withstand fires and earthquakes and house the homeless. We know in this time of reckoning that it's time to defund the wasteful spending on marijuana prohibition and the failed drug war, to free the prisoners, and to end the racial injustice of disproportionate arrests and incarceration of people of color on drug offenses. Cannabis or ganja ma is a great teacher if you open up to her. So the next time you consume cannabis, feel her spirit within you. Learn from her. Know that she is here for good and to do good. And she wants us to do good too. Conemaster.
We have faith in cannabis, and to invoke our First Amendment rights, we have initiated a spiritual practice. Cantheism is the non-denominational religious belief that cannabis is a tool to help bring us together. Cannabis use is not a dictate or a dogma. It is a gift and our mystical sacrament. Each practitioner knows how much to consume, and only you know the lessons that it draws from within you. What makes its use sacramental is a result of personal intent and congregational sharing when possible. Cantheism is not a new ideology, but the reclamation of our history as humans with cannabis as a sacred plant. The Conemaster sharing circle is adapted from Native Americans, Sadhu, Rastas, hippies, and other group practices. The circle is a natural formation and central to our practice for its symbolic purpose, hence we gather in a circle. Growing and sharing cannabis are essential practices for our community. We put our faith in cannabis for guidance. Not everyone can grow it, but every adult cantheist can look people in the eyes with the sacred intention to share the holy smoke with them. We hold the spleef in the right hand, with the left hand over the heart, and pass to the right in the tradition of the sadhu. Take an inhalation, look each other in the eye, and say, Conemaster. And then the next person takes the inhalation, hand on the heart, and passes it to the next person. It comes around. So it comes all the way back around again. Oh, there you go.
Again.
So we didn't light this one up, but that's the way it is. There's not enough time for a whole ceremony today. So if you have a spleef, bong, or vaporizer, this is a great time to light up or ingest if you're a earlier in the day person, as we'll be leading you with a creed into the Cannabis Creed. So we hope you carry three things with you when you leave. The first is that cantheism is the practice of intentionally and mindfully sharing cannabis as a sacrament. Second, you can invoke this sacrament anytime by looking someone in the eyes, saying Conemaster while you share the holy smoke with them. And thirdly, you can go online and find us at cantheism.org or conemaster.org. And we would like to close by introducing you to the Cannabis Creed as you smoke along. So, sharing the cannabis, passing it to each other. We believe that Cannabis sativa L is the useful cane and the true hemp.
Therefore, we honor it with high honor.
Cannabis hemp is a restorative natural resource for all to share and use, and humanity has a unique and shared history with this plant.
Therefore, we bring cannabis into our lives. Hemp is endowed with safe and effective healing powers, some of which remain unexplained.
Therefore, we offer cannabis to ease suffering and add balance to life.
Cannabis hemp is an intuitive sacrament that we use to connect with ourselves and our community.
Therefore, we share cannabis in thanksgiving and deep respect for her resinous effect.
The virtuous cultivation and dissemination of cannabis are honorable professions.
Therefore, we act with integrity and honesty to safeguard fellow cantheists.
Inhale and pass it on.
Conemaster.
Conemaster.
And the land is dark.